Trying to live out. See how everyone's doing around here. Gonna get on my little phone here. That way I can read some comments if y'all have any questions. Hopefully I'll be able to answer stuff for you. So you go to my channel and watch my live stream. If I can get my live stream to work. What's up, No Hippie? Get off YouTube and start training. Right? Get off YouTube and start training. I did some training today. Me and my student, we went on a drive. We went and did some pad time. So I did do some training today. You know, you have to get out there and do some training though. Like, I'll be definitely doing some training tomorrow. So you have to get out there and do some training. What's going on, Pamela? She's up there in Pittston right now for orientation. She's a bus driver that decided to come out here and drive some trucks. If y'all watch Chad Rich, her brother is Big A, real cool guy. I got to meet him out there with Chad Rich whenever Chad Rich was out there in Pittston. What's going on, Code 20? What's going on, Kenworth? How you been, man? You been running that freight? Well, yeah, I actually got the honor of talking to No Hippie on the phone a couple times. He's a pretty good guy. I'm the smaller channel, but if y'all don't know about No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, definitely go check his channel out. He's good. He's real honest with his channel. Like, he speaks his mind, and it's a good channel. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm just chilling at the terminal after relaxing at the Oasis last night. Oh, cool. You must be back in your truck, so that's good. I hope they got it all fixed. I'm sure they didn't get it fixed that fast, but you know, hopefully your truck gets fixed pretty quick so you can get back out there. Whoop whoop, Jerry. What's going on, Jerry? Code 20 says, I'm out in Salt Lake City waiting for a TNT trainer. Hey, hopefully you don't have to wait too long. I know that there is like a lot of trainers out there that are kind of scared of this. They're not really scared of it, but they don't want to take the risk of getting somebody new on their truck because they don't want to get somebody sick on their truck. So some people actually are holding off on TNT, but I hope you get somebody to come pick you up pretty soon. So definitely check out his ribs. Goes to the body shop tomorrow. Okay, well that's good, man. Tomorrow they'll get to work on it. So hopefully they get it fixed pretty quick. So, you know, because, you know, with lease, I'm sure that this downtime ain't helping you out. I know that I listen to your videos and you're real good at budgeting your money, No Hippie, and you believe in having a nest egg and saving up and everything. So, you know, I know you're going to do fine, but, you know, time is money. And if we got downtime because the body shop's taking a while, that's less revenue. You know, the truck payments still have to get paid. Jerry's grinding his miles out. Jerry, just keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, Jerry. You'll finish that 50,000 miles, and then you'll get your own truck, and you'll see that everything was worth it. You know, just keep your head up. Don't let anyone take your shine, man. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep working for it. I have if y'all remember Gifty from my earlier videos, he was one of my students. Gifty, I talked to him the other day. He's really deciding if he wants to go lease or company, but he's about to upgrade. He's going to take a week off and then he's going to upgrade. And Jesus Take the Wheel, if y'all remember him, same boat. He's gonna take a week off and go home because Jesus Take the Wheel, he was grinding those miles out. He didn't take no home time. So he's gonna finally go on some home time, and then after his home time, he's gonna upgrade to his truck. So, you know, congratulations to those two guys. I have some other students that are getting close. All right, no hippie. I'll be on the pad. If I'm not on the pad, I'm out driving I'm having one of my students drive, and I'm teaching them driving. I got a student right now that is, man, he's a hard worker. Like, I'm happy with him. He's a hard worker. He listens. He's learning quick. Like, I got him above schedule right now. Like, his driving is really good. Already got him I went out with him 2 days and already got him 5 hours of drive time. And I took him out to the pad to do some backing, and he was knocking out the backing quick. Like, he was already doing both parallels, both sides. He even took my toy truck to go to the hotel room and practice with. Like, that's somebody that's motivated and wants it. Pamela says, no hippie, where are the ribs? It's time for an update on your cooking. Hey, Diego, what's going on? Diego says, Twizted, I hope they're open at the DMV at the end of the month. Hey, Diego, did you get everything worked out so you can come to Prime, or did you find another company that would work with you on getting your CDL since you were having that issue? Kenworth Ryder says, is that Gravedigger in the background? That's my favorite monster truck. I lived near Dennis Anderson's years ago and seen a few of them built. Yeah, that's my son's. That's a power wheel right there. This thing is pretty fast. It's a cool Gravedigger. I mean, like, it's awesome. Like, it's crazy. He takes it off this curb on the sidewalk. He runs up over the curb. Like, it's awesome. Like, that's a cool power wheel right there. I wish I had one of those when I was a kid. I'll just say that. Whoop whoop, you have brought Bigfoot. Bigfoot is back, by the way. Jacob knows. If y'all seen my video on my Bigfoot getting stolen by some meth head in Ozark, Missouri, the police brought my Bigfoot back last night, so that was awesome. They also got my neighbor's turtle back. It was just some kids that were bored during this coronavirus. They decided to steal some sculptures out here, and my neighbor's turtle, the guy actually like painted it to look like a ladybug. It was horrible, and he painted the head of the turtle pink, and the head of the turtle looked horrible. So I told my neighbor, I said, hey, don't be exposing that turtle to my kids. Like, I don't want them seeing that turtle's head. So make sure you paint it before you put it back outside. Like, it's not pretty what they did to it. And her turtle was sentimental value. They passed it through the family and stuff like that. And, you know, it was kind of sad that her turtle was gone. But thanks to my wife calling the cops and doing a police report and the Ozark Police Department here, they returned my Sasquatch, which I thought I would never see again. But he's back. Right? No hippie, you need to get back on the smoker. Like, I'm from Texas, so like that's what I do is I smoke everything. Like, I made chicken legs yesterday, smoked them on the grill. But I don't know about cooking for No Hippie, man, because you know, No Hippie's a professional. Like, he might be like, man, this barbecue's trash, and then I'll be like, oh man, he said my barbecue's trash. We're back to a few more CDTs, then lights out for me. Thanks again for looking out. Yeah, Pamela, I got you with an awesome trainer. Like, he's a good friend of mine, and he is very passionate about what he does. Like, he's really passionate. He's good. Jay's close. You need to do the 20-volt battery conversion on the power wheel. This power wheel has the 20-volt battery in it. Like, it comes with a bigger battery. The thing will fly. But I heard that there's a way to put another battery in it that will make it go even faster. But that power wheel right there has the biggest battery in it that power wheels have. Yeah, right, Kenworth? I'm glad it came back too. My wife was about in tears when they brought that Bigfoot back. She was all like, they called her and said, hey, we got paperwork for you to sign. So she went out there and she was like expecting to sign some paperwork. And they opened up the back door and the police officer said, ta-da! And she saw the turtle and then she saw her Bigfoot. She was about to cry. She ran in the house and got me, hey, get out here, look at this. I was like, what's going on? Like, I went outside and boom, there he was. I couldn't believe it. I thought I'd never see him again. Okay, so Diego, you're going to get your CDL permit and then you're going to call Prime. Okay, good. You know, it'll show that you want it. Right? No hippie? No hippie says we'll have him over and let's smoke some shit. Well, I won't say that word. Let's smoke something, he said. Yeah, smoke brisket. Yeah, Kenworth, I cook I smoke a mean brisket, but brisket takes a long time. Like, I have to get up at like 2 in the morning and just, you know, brisket's a lot of work. Diego says, I have driven in a total about a year in the U.S. if you add all the time I've been here. Okay, Diego, like, dude, add it up, man. Maybe they'll take you now. You know, I checked in on a lot of that stuff, Diego. I couldn't get no straight answer. Pretty much everybody gave me the answer. Have them call recruiting and see what recruiting says. But I was all like, man, this guy came from another country to get here. Like, to get here, to get a CDL, to drive trucks. Like, you know, he's working at it. But they all gave me the same answers. You need to talk to recruiting. So hopefully you go to recruiting again and hit them up and say, hey, I got my permit and everything. I'm hoping that everything will go good for you. Jacob says, no, you set it up with a lithium drill battery or two and it'll go over 15 miles per hour. I gotta look it up on YouTube. Well, Jacob, we'll do something to it, man. Like, that gravedigger is awesome. Like, it was a Christmas present for Christmas for my son. Santa brought it over here. I can't take no credit on it because Santa Claus brought it, but I wish I would have been the one that brought that thing. No hippie says, waiting on Prime is worth it if you can wait. Prime has exceeded my expectations. And Prime has exceeded mine too. Like, I'm so happy with Prime. You know, over the time I've been here, the only problem I ever had was with a fleet manager. And now I got a new fleet manager and it's been great since. Like, I can't say nothing bad about Prime. Yeah, Hans, you're surrounded by Prime, man. You jumped up in the Prime Live right here, bro. I think Hans just watches every YouTuber out there. He's on everybody's channel. Like, he checks us all out. Yeah, Diego, I know you want... Diego does want to work for Prime. He's done a lot of research. He came all the way in from another country, moved up to Chicago, Illinois just to come to Prime. And Prime kind of said that he needed a year of driving experience in the United States before he could get to Prime. So, you know, I told Diego, hey, I checked on everything much as I could for him, and we kind of, it's up to recruiting. Like, you know, I wish there was some kind of loophole in there and be like, hey man, he came here during this time. You know, he's worked, came all the way over here. You know, but who am I? They're just like, oh, you're another driver. You don't make calls here. Hans says he's through with mega carriers. Yeah, Jacob says hashtag Prime not Prime. Jacob is rolling around for RTS. He's on that side of things, so he gets to do some of Prime Freight. He still gets to come into the terminals and stuff, but yeah, Sean, you tried, and you know it's. Yeah, Sean, I had everything. I had, like, man, you were set up, Sean. It's just, I don't know, like, what could have been so bad on your work history that there was an issue. Like, if you had your W-2s and stuff that showed you worked there, yeah, I don't know, Sean. Sean, don't give up on getting your CDL, man. I know you feel like it was a waste of time and money, but I'm telling you, don't give up on your CDL. There's other companies. RST. What did I say? Did I say RTS? It's RST, my bad. But yeah, Sean came all the way to Pittston and was turned down from Prime. You know, it was a sad deal. He'd been talking to me a long time, and you know, it happens. So I got 2 students right now. So what I'm doing right now is I got 2 students. I got one actually on the truck, and my second one is still not cleared by Prime. So since he didn't clear by Saturday, they don't clear nobody on Sunday. So Monday morning, I'm hoping my second guy clears. If my second guy clears on Monday, everything's going to be great. I'll be able to start working with him. If he doesn't, then he's going to have to find out why he's not cleared. I don't even know who he is. There's 2 guys right now there's 2 guys and 1 lady that is not cleared. And I'm hoping that they all get cleared on Monday, and I'm going to get one of them. What's going on, AJ? How's things going? Why was he rejected by Prime? I don't know. If Sean wants to put that in there, then he can. It was something to do with work history. So I don't know the details. All I know is it was something with work history, as he told us in one of my other lives. I really don't know the whole background story of it. I just think that it's not good that it happened. He says it's because he was terminated from a previous job, from previous jobs. So it sounds like he was terminated from more than one job. Yeah, I don't know what that has. You know, it's work history. It should just be like, I worked from this place for this long, I worked for this place this long, and stuff like that. I don't really understand why they would terminate you or let you go because of previous jobs you were terminated from. Look, Hans is trying to get to the bottom of this right now. He's all like, terminated for what? Man, Hans, you want to know all the details, man. You're up in the business. Hans, you need your own YouTube channel. That way you can get Sean in there and interrogate him, man. You need a YouTube channel with a big old spotlight shining down on a camera so we can't see you, and you just interrogate people. I talked to Captain Banana the other day. If y'all watch his channel, I talked to Captain Banana the other day. He seems to be doing great. He's out there doing his miles. You know, he's said he's having the time of his life out here driving trucks. He couldn't be happier. So that's another guy, if y'all remember, that is doing great. My student Keith, he has a trainer, a TNT trainer he's going out with. I think he's in Indiana right now, switching his permit to a CDL since he passed the test, since he trifecta. My student Johnny, if y'all saw him on my video, he tested 3 times, got a CDL on the 3rd time, and he has a trainer coming to pick him up in a couple days, right here from Springfield. So, you know, some of my students, they're getting trainers still. But I haven't heard any of my students really complaining too much about their trainers too much. So I think everyone's doing great right now. I seen Tony today. If y'all remember Tony, the bus driver from New York. Tony he's almost done. He's at 35,000 miles. Him and my student Zach, if y'all remember Zach from my earlier videos, they're gonna team drive and they're both almost done. So that's good. Oh, Laverick, I talked to Laverick the other day too, man. Or we text each other. Me and Laverick text each other. And he seems to be doing good. He seems happy. What's going on, Laverick? You doing all right? Houghton said Prime would hate my background. But yeah, everybody seems like they're doing pretty good. Okay, well that's good, Sean. So you're not giving up, and you found maybe a place in Iowa or Wisconsin that would take you and get you your CDL. So more power to you, brother. Like, the CDL is going to be the best thing you can get, in my opinion, because you can take it wherever you want. Like, you have a CDL for life. Man, I've been seeing some wild stuff out there at the pad here lately. I've been seeing like a whole bunch of instructors not wearing their vest out there, and like, just, I seen one guy, he wasn't even wearing shoes out there. I'm all like, man, y'all guys need to pick it up, step up. I wear my vest out there on the pad. Like, I try to represent or be a good role model for the other instructors out there. But out there on the pad, the rules are you need to be wearing your safety vest. You need to have shoes on. You can't closed-toed shoes. Like, I seen a guy walking around out there without his shoes on. All I could think of was, man, if that dude walks around out here on the pad without shoes on, is he doing that in the truck stops too? It's kind of not good. No Hippie says, don't do CRST unless you absolutely necessary. I've heard many companies is going to second chance company. Sean says, Sean's been looking at a lot of companies. I'm not going to read them all. Han said May is even slower than Prime. CRST is another one I was going to look at. And Han says he likes flip-flops. I like flip-flops too, but out there on the pad, we're required to wear closed-toe shoes and not be barefooted. So, like, don't be barefooted. I also look at it like this. Your first guy you're going to meet, and one of the first places you're going to be when you come to Prime is out there at the pad. And this is to the instructors out there. That's the first place you're going to be. All the new students are seeing you out there without your shoes on, without your vest on. How good does that look? Like, there's rules out there for a reason. But yeah, I like flip-flops too. That's what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing flip-flops. Like, they're comfortable. I don't even mind if you drive in flip-flops. Just don't be walking around barefooted. Well, Sean, whenever you talk to other drivers, loads are up right now. Like, loads are up and down right now. Like, you gotta look at what's going on right now. Like, and all the people that say that it's gonna be booming, right? They say, oh, trucking's about to boom. Look at it like this. Whenever they finally say, hey, we're back to normal operations, I do not think 100% of America is gonna just pick up and go back to normal. I think that places are going to slowly open up. Some places might not open up, and I think that about I would say 25 to 30% of America is not going to come out of their houses right at the start. They're going to let other people go out there and wait for a while, see how it goes. So I doubt that people are going to be out there buying a whole bunch of stuff right off the bat. So I think we're going to be freight's going to kind of be up and down for a little while right now. Laverick says he's driving from Springfield to California. How many hours is that? I don't know. That's probably like, I would say it would take from Springfield to California. I would probably say that it would take about, 30 hours. Well, Laverick's on a team truck, so he's gonna be able they're gonna probably be running nonstop. Code 20 says it'll be a while before life is back to normal, and yeah, you're right. Code 20, it's gonna be a while for it to get back to normal. So, I believe that a lot of people are gonna stay at home at the beginning of this, and they're not going to come out and just go back to normal life, because some people are going to be like, I'm waiting until they have a vaccine for this. Some people are going to be like, I'm going to wait for them to be like, there's no more cases of this stuff going on. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I think that's going to be looked at before people truly get back out. But I might be wrong. Trucking might boom after this, like they're saying, like it might be the busiest year ever. You never know. But my opinion is, I think that people are going to wait for a little while to get back to normal operations. That's me just guessing. Because there's going to be a lot of people that, like, I'm kind of a germaphobe. Like, y'all know I'm kind of a germaphobe, so like, I don't think, like, I really would want to jump back out there in the world until I felt like it was safe. 3 driving shifts to California. So yeah, 3 driving shifts. So that would be you and your trainer. That's 24 hours. So 36 hours. We'll say, give or take. Successful trucking. Wow, boring content. Watch me and learn. Hey, thank you, Successful Trucking. I'll have to check out your channel sometime. Man, I just come over here and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. That's what I do. Team would be a day and a half. Yeah, a day and a half. I can go to coast. Successful Trucking says I can go coast to coast as a solo in 3 days. Laverick Scott says, off the topic, I have a end of days, world dreams, swallowed up by a wave that was high as the clouds. AJ says, God save us. No hippie says, Day solo, that's, yeah. Yeah, hippie, I don't know what's up with that guy. I don't know why. I click on his name and I can't even go view his channel, so I don't even know if he has a channel. Who knows? He might be one of those trolls. I get some trolls in here sometimes. Who knows? Good night, Kenworth. AJ is gonna be a while to go back to normal. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I think that it will be. I'm thinking that we're getting closer and closer to getting back to normal, though. Like, I think that this stuff is kind of ending. I think we're at the end of it, and pretty soon we're gonna go back to normal. Just imagine the guys that it was their graduation year this year and the school got canceled and they still don't know what's going to happen to them. All those guys that had their college set up and stuff like that, and it all depends on them graduating this year. Han says, successful trucking is full of crap. Yeah. Hey, he might be one of those super truckers, man. He might be one of those outlaw truckers. He might be the guy not taking any breaks, just chewing on his meth-covered toothpicks, up all night for days, running hard. It's all fun and games till you wreck and somebody dies, you know? Yeah. We have vlogs for a reason. I don't know. The dude was tripping. What about the people that could have been drafted last year that decided to stay in college? Yeah. And what's up with I heard that they were going to bring the National Guard in for security and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I was watching something on the news the other day and I was like, what are they talking about? Why would we need the National Guard to come in? I've been watching people talk about like how it's unconstitutional for them to ask us to stay home or tell us to stay home. That's unconstitutional. I saw a protest on TV the other day about it. I was all like, man, y'all are protesting that? What about social distancing? You know, hey, y'all should have protested from your cars or something. Super truckers are a huge problem. Yeah, I believe they are too. I think that we should all have that. One of the things that I don't like that I see the super truckers doing is I cannot stand it whenever they ride the bumper of the car in front of them or the truck in front of them, trying to push them out of the way or whatever they're doing. I wish everybody had those on-guard systems on their trucks that would give you a brake check and give you a critical event for getting that close to somebody. Because I do not like seeing that. They're like a car's passing me and they're just tailgating it. Like, I'm all like, man, if that car slows down or whatever, you're going to hit it. It might fly into my lane. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the main thing I don't like about those super truckers is that right there, because I think that that's so dangerous. I should put some neon lights in my grill, Laverick. I had some neon lights in my truck before, in my truck that I got into the wreck in. My truck that got totaled, I had the neon lights and the ink in the cab, and I liked them. You could really find your truck at night if you when you went to shower, you turn on those neon lights. When you came back, you knew what truck was yours. You know, I really liked having the neon lights. AJ says, super truckers will speed in construction zones and you pass them when the construction zone ends. Yeah. I don't pass them when the construction zone ends because they go faster than me. I'm capped out at 62. I ain't passing them. Unless I'm empty and we're going uphill and they're loaded, then I can pass them. Drives like FedEx. Hey, I noticed the FedEx trucks are going slower. I was wondering if they got slowed down or something, because the FedEx trucks used to be blowing by fast, but now I've noticed that they slowed down a lot. Yeah, so I got a route that I've been using here lately for my new students. So like their first day of driving is pretty much we leave the yard and we go around the industrial area back over there. We'll turn into the last entrance across from Peterbilt. I have them go down there. They'll make all the way down to the fireworks stand. They'll make a curve. It's a 15-mile-an-hour curve. We'll go up to the stop sign. We'll turn right. We'll do a whole bunch of rights in the industrial areas and some lefts. We'll come out. We'll jump across the road over here. And one of my friends showed me that there is a 10-mile-per-hour curve over there, and it's a pretty good curve. So like it shows my students, hey man, this is like real world driving right here. Sometimes you get into some tight spots like that. So we'll take that all the way around. And then from there we'll meet up. We come to a stop sign after all these curves. At the stop sign, one way says dead end, the other way you can turn. The only way you can turn is left, because if you look to the right, it's dead end. We get up to the stop sign, I'm telling my students now, hey, you make a decision which way we go, and I want to know why. And they say, we're going to go left because that says this is a dead end. I know that they're reading their signs. After that, we jump right on 65, you know, get it up to speed. We take the first exit for St. Louis. It has a 25-mile-an-hour off-ramp, one of those big loops. Come around, jump right on 44, take exit 84, and then we do the loop of Springfield. So like it's a little bit more tricky, and I feel like it's harder, so it makes my students have to think and work, like get an actual feeling of the truck by doing it where it's harder. So my student I have now, I took him on it, and then when we got to the prime loop that we use for prime, I'm all like, hey, this is Prime's first day driving. I said, from here on, he was all like, man, I don't like Prime's little route they go. I said, why not? He goes, it's boring. It's going straight and doing a couple turns. It's boring. The other one that you had me do first was exciting. I was like, okay. So like I made Prime's little loop boring. But hey, you know, if you're learning, then you shouldn't have no problems on the prime loop. This guy's really good, so he's not having any problems. Let's see here. Han says, oh, he's talking to No Hippie. He says he loves his channel. Big time prime followers. Sounds like you guys and gals are safe drivers. We try to be. We try to be. Like, when I'm strict on my driving, I'm strict on my guys driving. Like, I'm very strict on them, and I make sure that, like, they are driving safe. So I like to think prime drivers are safe. Sean says, my buddy's getting ready to go to a company just because they run paper logs, because all truckers are pre-ELDs and not governed. Well, good luck to him. Good luck to him. AJ says they can only do 68 now. Lamb, I'm guessing. Han says, I do 70, but in constructions, I follow the speed. AJ says, me too. James Kennedy, what's going on, James Kennedy? It's been a while, brother. How's life going? James Kennedy says, you handed me the wheel and we drove to Ohio. James, your first load was a FedEx load that was real light. And man, you went through the ringer on your first load. It was raining. Wind was blowing hard. Like, you through those back roads in Arkansas, and you just hammered on, man. You did great. But it's good to see you again, Kennedy, man. It's been a while. I haven't heard from you in a minute. AJ says safety's number one. Yeah, definitely. Safety's number one. Everybody survives when you're being safe. Han says, by the way, DOT Blitz has been postponed. Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't really like Blitz week. I try to stay indoors during Blitz weeks. Kennedy, you're out of work due to the quarantine? Bro, come back to Prime. Come back to Prime, Kennedy. I know you want to be local and you want to be home more, but hey, you were running a successful lease. Maybe you want to come try it again. AJ says 80% of wait stations are closed. I believe it. I haven't seen a wait station open in a while. Jonathan Smith, what is up, my man? Oh man, not much, Keith. Just hanging out. Han says, who do you drive for, AJ? And Laverick says, Coach, you're a fan of ribs. Yeah, I ate ribs the other day. I ate ribs the other night. My wife made some ribs. They weren't smoked or nothing. She made them in the crock pot, but they were the bomb. You pick up the bone and all the meat falls off clean. Oh, I didn't even know you were having another one, Kennedy. You popping them out left and right over there. Can I get a whoop whoop? Whoop whoop. Keith, your trainer get in there pretty soon, I hope. Start grinding out your miles. I was talking about you earlier. I was telling people that you were waiting on your trainer over there in Indiana getting your CDL taken care of. Uh, 14 weeks. This is the last one. That's the last one, Kennedy? 3 children and you're done, I guess? Kennedy was my student from, shoot, I don't even know, like maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. But he decided to go home and try out local for a while, and poor guy, I guess he got laid off. You know, because of the quarantine. It's not good. I'm trying to skip over some of these messages where y'all are talking to each other, so. If we're right, you only have so much sanity. Yeah, my wife's the same way. I came home today, she was not happy. She was all like, the kids have been so bad. She took a trip to Walmart. I didn't see her for like an hour. I was all like, oh, she left me here alone with them. Yeah, Keith says 3's enough for him too. Most companies closed. Meat plants are shutting down fast. Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of these companies are just shutting down. Like a whole bunch of these shippers and stuff are shutting down. Like that's hurting us right now too. I'm sure that's also affecting our loads for sure. JBS and Smithfield. Yeah, there's a lot of places been closing down because they've been they've been finding out that people there that work there have the virus and stuff. So I mean, have to probably shut down the whole place, sanitize everything, throw everything away. Like that probably cost a lot of money in food costs. Yeah, I'm getting rid of Successful Trucking. I just gave them the axe. It's a good thing about having a phone right here is now I can hit people with my own wrench. I don't know what's up with that guy. I think he was just a troll. The meat industry is important to the economy. Yeah, unless you're vegan, then it might not be that important to you. But yeah, I love meat, like steaks, hamburgers, all the good stuff's meat. Yeah, we can't all right, Kennedy. Kennedy says he has to go, so hey, it was good seeing you, Kennedy. Take care, brother. Hit me up if you decide to come back to Prime, or if you're thinking about coming back to Prime. We'll talk. He said, throw the hammer down on him. Yeah, we put the hammer down on that guy. He's gone. AJ's dry van too. Han says quarantine equals baby making. Not here, man. I'm fixed. I am fixed. There ain't no baby making here. I mean, I would if it ever did happen or whatever. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to have some more kids, but I'm not really trying to. There you go, Keith. Anyone giving problems, man, you got a wrench. Take care of business. Your wife. My wife neutered me. Hey, I did it to myself. I told my wife that I said, I'm old fashioned. The woman's the one that gets her tubes tied. I said, not the guy. So, we had our third one and she didn't get her tubes tied. And I was all like, I said, well, let me make this phone call. I didn't even tell her I made the phone call. I just told her, hey, I need you to drive me to the doctor tomorrow. She said, for what? I said, don't worry about it. So, she drove me to the doctor and I was like, get some frozen peas. And I told her what I was doing. And she was all like, I can't believe you. Man, I went to the doctor, got my little procedure done. Then my sister shows up to my house with a cake and it says say goodbye to your balls, and it had a pair of scissors with a male part. And the scissors were cutting them in half, and I was like, really? I said, man, that's horrible. And there was it was red icing that looked like blood all over it. And I was like, dang, how it make me, my sister knows how to make me feel good. Right now, first we had the baby boomers, and now we're gonna have the corona babies. AJ says, How many of y'all wear masks at truck stops and shippers and receivers? I don't. I heard a rumor today that certain shippers were saying that our beards were not, when we're wearing masks, our beards are preventing the mask from working properly, and they were talking about, like, if you have a beard, you can't come in there. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I know right now I'm gonna say that my beard is a religious thing, and if I have to cut my beard, that's against my religion. See how that goes. Because I just heard it today, and I was all like, one of my students texted me about it, and I said, no, I ain't shaving my beard off for this coronavirus, not doing it. But that's what he told me today, so since you brought it up, it reminded me of it. Han says, I wear a mask, sanitize my hands every time I get in my truck. Yeah, I do. Hans, I've always done that. Like, I've always, like, wash your hands in the restrooms and stuff. Like, I see guys all the time coming out of there not washing their hands. I'm all like, are you serious right now? Like really? You're not going to wash your hands? Like, I'm all like, that is disgusting. Key says, no kidding. I am thinking about getting it done. Tired of practicing the art of, yeah. Okay. I need you to call me about that procedure tomorrow, bro. Hey, it's not bad. It's not a vasectomy is not a bad procedure. Like, I hear guys all the time saying how bad it was. Like, I'll tell you right now, it was not bad. Like, I milked it for everything I got, though. Whenever I got home, I was all like, oh, it hurts so bad. Give me some ice. I used it for a day of me just being in my bedroom playing video games for like 2 days straight, just hanging out playing video games. I milked it. It didn't hurt. It didn't, like, it wasn't nothing for me, so. But yeah, I definitely, like, took advantage of that. Make her feel bad, you know. Give me some sympathy. Han says, truck stops sell those face masks and neck covers, most of the face. Like, I don't know. Like, what I was thinking is just, boom, I'm covered up, man. If I'm at your shipper, I'm good. Like, what's the difference between this and having a mask on? Is there a difference? You know, what's, like, if you're, I don't know. I think that it works the same. Did Prime insurance cover? What are you talking? Oh, no. I got it whenever I was at the state. I got it at the state. I think it's, yeah, Prime has the same insurance I had at the state, and the state covered it. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they will cover it because the state did too. Whenever I was working for the state of Texas, they covered that procedure. So I'm pretty sure Prime is the same insurance that I had at the state, so it should cover it. I was kind of tripping that it was the same insurance and it was cheaper than I was paying at the state. I didn't understand that one bit. But yeah, it's a small procedure. It's an outpatient little procedure. It's good. Hans wants to know where's AJ at tonight. Sometimes this phone lags, so I have to look over here on this screen and see what y'all are saying. Man, ain't that crazy? We went from talking about the coronavirus to vasectomy to all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen pretty soon, so because, you know, I'm looking at these DMVs need to open back up, because with the DMVs not opened up, people aren't able to get their permits. People ain't able to get their permits, then there's not going to be any students. So, like, I'm hoping that the DMVs will at least open up pretty soon so we can start getting more students in. Most of the time, I'm getting emails in my email from my description. I'm getting emails about people saying, hey, I really want to come to Prime, but my DMV's not open. What do I need to do? I'm all like, I have no idea. Wait till the DMV opens up. Like, I don't think that they can fix that. Jacob's back from his horrible shower. Barely hot water and no pressure. Yeah, showers. Truck stop showers, man. Truck stop showers are like rolling the dice. Like, sometimes you're going to get a good shower, sometimes you're going to get a bad one. I got a bad one time, and I came out to the truck, and I was all like, I told my student, I said, how was your shower? He's all like, man, it was great. Lots of pressure, hot water. It was awesome. I was like, well, it must be nice, because I rolled the dice and I got the bad one. Hey, brother, building a little interactive community here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Jacob, where are you at? Hans wants to know where you're at. I'm telling you, man, Hans is my little interrogator. He asks all the questions. He wants to know where you're at, what you're doing, when you're doing it. He says, yeah, my DMV is switching mine over by appointment, and only 6 BMVs in the entire state doing it. Gotta go to Indy on the 24th. The 24th. It's a couple days. Jacob's in Ohio at a Flying J. Flying J's are nice. I usually don't have a problem too often at a Flying J for a shower. Hey, my shower at my house is a hit or miss. If I don't beat my wife to the shower, if she beats me in there, then she might use up all the hot water and I'm going to get a cold shower. So, like, it's a hit or miss there too, I guess. I'm in Summer, Washington at that truck stop near Costco, DC. I haven't been up to Washington in a long time. I haven't been up there. I haven't been up to Oregon in a while either. I need to get myself to go to Salt Lake City sometime. I'm trying to wait till they finish that terminal over there. Once they finish that terminal, then I'll go check it out. So hopefully they finish that terminal pretty soon. Stop beating each other in the showers. Yeah, we got to. I use my work as an excuse. I'm all like, hey, you should let me shower first because I gotta be up early in the morning and I need to go to bed. So sometimes that works. Hopefully she ain't watching my live because now she knows. Yeah, Salt Lake City construction is horrible. Yeah, I've tested students in Pittston and Springfield, so Salt Lake City is one of my stops that I need to do. because I want to see how everything works in each location. If I can find out how each terminal works and see the differences, maybe we can get something changed around here. The other day I was thinking about joining the DAB. I don't know if I really want to, but I've been thinking about it. This is the first time I ever actually said I was even thinking about it. Used to, I'd be like, heck no, I ain't joining that. But I've been thinking about it here lately, just to go see if I can make any changes that in my opinion, need to be changed, or see what people are really making concerns about. I'll send you 20 if you take Gravedigger on a ride, huh? I don't even know if Gravedigger's battery's charged. Oh yeah, it's ready. See the eyes are all lit up over there. That thing's loud. Oh my gosh. Is it ever going to stop? There we go. Man, it has headlights and everything. It has headlights. It has tail lights. It has everything. I could drive it at night, I guess. I can't get in there, man. That thing's too small. But yeah, that thing's a beast. Yeah, I got him to shower. Oh, I got him to show pre-trip for Pittston versus Springfield. Don't even get me started. Go to Pittston. Yeah, one day I decided to show Keith my pre-trip I used in Pittston, and he was truly jealous. He was really jealous of my pre-trip I used in Pittston. So yeah, I got a pre-trip that works great over there in Pittston. Nah, my kids are in bed, Jacob. My kids go to bed about 8:30. My wife keeps them on the routine of school, and since they have those internet classes, I don't even know why Jacob's not a moderator. Look at that. I don't know why he wasn't a moderator. He is now. But yeah, we keep the kids on the routine for school. Like, they always go to bed that early. And also that way my wife can have some quiet time to herself. So the kids go to bed early, they have quiet time. All right, hippie. Get some rest, brother. Get that truck in the body shop. Get it fixed. What's going on, Highway? Haven't seen you make a video in a while. TNT going good for you? You probably got, what? You got like 45, 50,000 miles yet? 40 something probably? Hippie had a deer catch him, and he also had a car catch him. So he here lately, Hippie's had things running out in front of him or running into the side of him. So I haven't seen the damage to his truck, but he described it to me, and you know, he said it's pretty beat up. So he's gonna get it fixed and he's gonna hit the road again, but he's over here in Springfield, so we're probably going to meet up at some point, maybe tomorrow. It was not his fault. I'm halfway through TNT. I'm home for a few days cleaning up some storm damage. Oh, that sucks. I hope you get it all cleaned up and nothing's damaged too bad and it didn't cost you a lot. And I'm hoping everybody's safe and nobody got hurt. Well, that's good. You're halfway through TNT. Yeah, Prime does have those cattle guards, but Jacob, he's done hit like I don't even know how many deer. He hit one while I was on his truck. Those cattle guards, man, the deer for some reason. Luckily, when Zach hit a deer in my truck, he caught it right in the middle of the bar, so it didn't damage my truck. But when Jacob hit a deer, that deer went right through the middle of it and took out his whole front bumper. It was pretty bad. 2 deer and 1 dog, Jacob says. And No Hippie said the deer hit the side of his truck. So yeah, the deer guard ain't gonna help you if the deer hits the side of your truck. I heard about a herd of deer one time running into the side of a guy's trailer and tearing up the side of his trailer. And he said he was all like, man, it was crazy. I hope you stop to throw the deer in your reefer to put on your grill, right? Highway Junkie says, all good. Tornado set down a half a mile from my home. Lots of trees and branches down. Well, you know, at least it didn't take out your house. You know, you were blessed. So that's a good thing. We had a tornado here not too long ago. I was over the road. I was just checking my Ring doorbell camera, making sure my house was still there. My wife was all like, we're in the tornado shelter. She didn't even answer the phone for a while. I was real worried. I just kept getting on a Ring doorbell and say, oh, it's still working. My house is still there. But it hit one side of us, and then the tornado kind of jumped back up, and then it came down on another neighborhood on the other side of us. So I don't know how that happened, but it did. Yeah, Keith, get caught up on Hippie's videos, man. Give him thumbs up on all of his videos. It'll help his channel. I thumb up all of his videos. Every one of them I watch. I've been a subscriber of his for a long time. The Million Mile Man got me set up with No Hippie's channel. And for the longest time, I've been watching it, and I've been like, this dude's a real life guy, man. Like he's legit, he's real, and that's why I really like his channel. And like, if y'all are missing out on his channel, y'all are missing out. At least Swift didn't hit you, man. Y'all stop giving Swift drivers a hard time. There's good Swift drivers out there. They're saying that Prime's just as bad as Swift is what I'm hearing. Which is not true. We're safe drivers at Prime. And I'm hoping Swift is safe drivers too. Keith says, I've been subbed to No Hippie's channel since he was thinking about where to go for training. Name it. You want me to name you a Swift driver? Let me get on YouTube, find me a Swift driver that hasn't had an accident. Man, I don't know anybody that drives that Swift. Keith, you still ain't gonna live it down to the day that Swift driver blew past us. Keith was all like talking trash about Swift drivers, and then all of a sudden this Swift driver just went. He was all like, wow, you know, a Swift driver just passed us? Yeah, most drivers are, yeah, you're right. Most drivers are pretty cool, like out there. Most of the Prime drivers are pretty cool. Like, we'll talk to anybody. Like, and if you're a Prime driver and you see another Prime driver, man, we always acknowledge each other. Like, I know a lot of people think it's BS that I say, yeah, we're family, like welcome to the family, to the new students that get their CDLs and stuff like that. But truthfully, we are a family and we all talk to each other. And when we see each other, we help each other. I mean, you know, one of my friends told me that Prime was talking about doing a mentoring program for some of these new drivers and stuff. They were going to make some mentors for like, just like, it might not be my student, but I'll be like his mentor. So I was thinking about doing that too, being able to be called to whenever somebody needs some help, whatever it is. I thought about doing that too, because I think that that would be a good idea for some of these guys that maybe didn't get a good trainer for PSD, didn't get a good one for lease, somebody just to help them out when they need help. You know, I already do that on my channel. I've helped several people through email that I've never met, that they're all like, hey man, I got this going on, what should I do? And I've helped them out. I've had people call me, I've called people to try to help them out. So I think I would do that because I do it anyways. Key says, I haven't met a bad one yet. It's actually a pretty cool environment at Prime. How about that one that drove behind you when you were backing, Keith? That one that would cut us off and driving the wrong way on the pad. Don't say no names. I'm just saying that there was one that did that. Han says, so would you ever go lease through Prime? No, I would never go lease. Or I'm not going to say never, but it's crossed my mind a couple times. I just really don't want the responsibility, at least. To me, I don't think it's like thinking about going negative a couple weeks in a row. Like, I want to get every check I can. So when I'm company, I'm not going negative unless I'm just not doing nothing, not running at all. Yeah, we have a hair salon, we have a massage place, we have a dining room at the Springfield terminal. It's open 24/7. Pittston is open during the day. I hear Salt Lake City's about to get a cafeteria too. We have a basketball court, we have a weight room, we have a movie theater, we have pool tables. I mean, we have a lot of stuff at these terminals. Like, nice stuff. Like, Rob Lowe really believes in keeping his drivers happy, and it shows. He says, oh, I forgot about that. You know my feelings on that jerk. Yeah, we do have everything at Prime, no kidding. Yeah, you're right. We have showers, free showers. We have the washers and dryers. You know, it's at Prime, like we're spoiled at Prime. I'm not gonna lie, we are spoiled. Yeah, Hans. I mean, it's a great place. Like it sounds like the top-notch company. I think it is. Like, I talked to some of my buddies that went to other companies like US Express and different places, Stevens Transport, just different companies, and they're all like, man, Prime has everything. These places don't have nothing. They have vending machines, that's it. So like, we're spoiled over at Prime. I'm not gonna lie, I'm spoiled. We have, oh, Hans, we also have a disc golf course over there. If you play disc golf, we have the frisbee golf thing over there even too. Like, we have a lot of stuff. We got a dog kennel over there. We got detail shop. We got a wash bay. Like, you know, we got a lot of stuff. Remind me to tell you what the DOT tester I'm about to call you because I want to know what he said, because I've heard some other examiners complain about the same guy. Hey, Highway Junkie, you take care, brother, man. You be safe out there. Get your stuff at home taken care of. Throw some videos up, man. I want to watch some more of your videos. Hans, maybe I'll be convinced that you may have convinced me to go there. Yeah, Hans, if you're wanting to sit around at the yard and like not get paid but have a good time, yeah, you can have a good time. Prime also has a Fire and Ice. It's a fancy, like 5-star restaurant with all that fancy silverware and stuff, and a bar, and you get a discount over there. And you know, Rob Lowe has that hotel, the Oasis, and you can get your room right there, and you can have drinks and just go straight to your room. You know, have you a good time. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff, like a whole bunch of stuff. The Christmas parties, oh man, open bar at a Christmas party for you, Hans, if you're into that. You know, big dinner at the Christmas party, company picnic, all you can eat crab legs. You know how much money that has to cost. So we're taken care of. We are spoiled. But hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna get up early in the morning, so I got some stuff I need to do tonight, and then I'm off to bed. So hey, thanks for everyone coming and checking out my live. Be safe out there. Hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I'm out of here.